Coffee with Andy and Tracy. It's coffee with Andy and
You wanted coffee.
Oh, and Tracy. Look at this crocheted sweater that she made for herself. I want to brag on her. I really want to brag on her.
It's what you do when you're dying.
It's what you do when she was sick the other day. She crocheted her sweater.
Well, actually, this is my Subway sweater.
Oh yes, when we were riding around in New York, she had her backpack and she just pulled out her crochet hook and we are right next to Ellis Island. We had a $1 million view last night of the city. I'm not sure how well you can see it. The city's right behind us. It is gorgeous. And one of the prettiest views we've had of a metropolitan area since we've been on the boat. We all talked about it. This one's the prettiest. But it's also a little rolly in here. A little.
Like there's breaking waves rolling through the back of the anchorage right here.
And when the current changes, there's like this demarcation line in the water of just different color, different stillness of water, and it never really touched our boat until it like hit the
different color. I think it's the different line of trash flowing against the different line of trash.
There's trash flowing this way and trash flowing that way. Anyway, one of my favorite reviews, because reviews for anchorages are all hit or miss. First of all, you throw out the top 20% and then you throw out the bottom 20%. So the people that are always negative Nellies are always going to complain about everything. And then some people can build a shack on top of a landfill and just be perfectly happy.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Speaking of which, can we just go to Deadwood's Bay today instead of Coney Island?
If we have a nice protected anchorage, yes.
Oh, maybe.
Let's go look at that in a minute. And she wants to go to Dead Horse Bay so she can go through the radioactive
landfill,
radioactive garbage, and pick up uranium glass.
But if I pick up uranium glass, it's not Uranus glass.
It's not Uranus glass. Uranium glass. Uranium.
No, it's uranium. It's my uranium.
It's uranium, not my radium.
Can I just put it out in the sun to bake off the half-life of it?
No.
Oh.
Half-life. We'll talk about that. That's another story.
Dang it.
So, whenever you're looking at reviews of anchorages, they're always hit or miss, and some of them aren't even.
Oh my God! Look at the waves coming through this place.
Are just not even relevant at all. What we're always looking for is good holding, depth, how much room there is, because the charts can show you a big old area. You get there and it's tiny. There's room for one 22-foot sailboat, and then some charts will show this.
Looks like there's just nothing, and then it's this huge
protected. Yeah. But until you see it, you don't know. And Google Earth doesn't even show you really well. We look at numerous charts. We try to look at the books. The books, especially the cruising guides, are aggravating because they're written for the advertisers who want you to go spend money at their marinas, right? My favorite review for this anchorage is $1 million view. You guys have to agree.
You guys need to put their seasick pills and things in their ears.
$1 million view, awesome holding, crappy to get ashore. He gave it 3 stars, and he broke a rib. Two ribs. He broke 2 ribs from the swell coming through here, but he still gave it 3 stars. That might be one of the best reviews of an anchorage today. So how are we all feeling? We all still have a little bit of crud. We're hoping our 14-day quarantine period by the time we get to Annapolis will be good, right?
Are you still supposed to, I don't think you're supposed to quarantine that long anymore.
No, but we're just going old school.
Oh, okay.
Micah is fully recovered. Camden and Nick are probably about 60%. Riley's on the... Nick says 90, but he sounds like...
He doesn't really understand the
right. He doesn't understand percentages.
Can you show me 90% on a wheel? Like...
You work on that, we'll get back to you.
He just wants to play soccer.
He just wants to go play soccer. Which, if we did anchorage reviews by Nick, it would only be if there's a place to go play soccer. It doesn't be grass.
How close you can get to the grass field.
And if there's possible surfage nearby.
I mean, it's only an 18-mile walk, Mom.
It said something about the armed beachhead at Guantanamo.
I mean, it says there might be some guys with some machine guns, but they'll let me in.
But they've got a grass soccer
They'll
field.
probably play soccer with me.
And Riley is down for the count right now. He's been down for 30 hours.
Yeah, I might need to go check on him actually.
There's a scene in Captain Ron where the fly lands on Captain Ron's glass eyeball. And we're hoping he's not at that point right now.
Oh God. Has somebody actually laid eyes on Riley? Well, yeah, he asked for inner defense, right?
Something like that. So our plan right now is to leave this roly-poly anchorage, get the last views of New York, and go down to Coney Island. Unless we can go into Dead Horse
It's past Coney.
Bay.
If it's calm enough, we'll go look.
It's coming. The
I mean,
offshore.
does your anchor become radioactive?
No, not really. I mean, it does get contaminated, but it's not a big deal.
I think I'll just picture.
We'll talk about radioactivity and half-life and decay and all that.
Okay. It's been decaying since the 50s.
It's been decaying since the 20s, which is when they capped the landfill.
So it's got to be okay now.
Some half-lives can be thousands of years.
Do you have your Geiger counter with you?
I don't. I actually sold my Geiger counters before we went on this trip.
See, he was really committed to this entire process. He sold his Geiger counter. Did you get good money for it?
2 of them. Oh, I like quintupled my money and had them for 15 years.
Okay.
They were old civil defense Geiger counters. I'll find the picture of it. I did a photo shot at work one time.
Oh, that's right.
And they wanted you to like have something that kind of showed off your personality. And I came in with my Geiger counter. Wacko.
Look at this whack job that works in the lab.
So we're still on Annapolis Boat Show or Bust! 14 days. No, is it 12 days? How many days till it starts? 13 days! 13 days!
It's also 13 days until... It's my birthday.
So
my birthday.
this is her birthday.
Not
Eve,
jumping.
Eve.
I accept gifts 6 months before and 6 months after.
It is not the eve to the 13th power, but I like where you're thinking there. Who knew that Ellis Island was so pretty?
It's beautiful.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
Just wish you could get to it.
I'll throw a picture over top of me that Tracy took last night of the city, and it was absolutely stunning. We came running upstairs just a little while ago because we heard an angry horn.
We were hoping it was the Staten Island ferry getting ready to run somebody over.
She's only hoping that because we got the
Because it's not us.
we got the angry horn from the Staten Island ferry.
No, that was the guy coming into the Statue of Liberty, but he went past the channel and then turned and then honked at me like I'm supposed to read his freaking mind.
Right.
And there were swimmers in the water. I was completely within the right of what I was doing.
He's still angry honked at
He
us.
can angry honk all he wants.
If there are, based on the trash that floats by here, if there are swimmers in the water, I don't want any part of it. We're going to wrap this one up for the day. I probably do need to shave. What do you guys think? Do you like the scruff? Do you not like the scruff? It's starting to grow on me, but I can't. Well, it is growing on me, but I can't really stand it much longer than this. My face hurts, but it does look good right now, doesn't it? Said by the vainest guy ever, right? I'm gonna wrap this one up. Pick up after yourselves. Don't let your trash and everything get into the waterways. Tell your friends and family you love them. Spay and neuter your pets, and leave the world a better place. Live epically. Love you guys.